Hello Aries, and welcome to your reading. This will be a general reading for all Aries rising, or those of you with your sun, of course with your sun, but with your moon or Venus placed in Aries. If you're not sure of your rising sign or your planetary placements, you can search on the internet for free natal chart. And when you put your information in, it will generate a chart for you, and you can find out where your planets are placed in your natal chart. This might help you, especially with the rising sign, if you know your time of birth, because when I mention houses, when I talk about how your astrological houses are influencing your energy at this time, that's based on your ascendant, your rising sign being your first house. Again, this is for the Aries collective. It's not intended to give one-on-one messages for any one person. This is about messages for the collective. Although I do hope that you're able to connect with as much as possible in this reading. You may not be able to connect with everything, so you can just leave that part, let it go, and work with what does connect with you, whatever messages you feel are meant for you. Okay, we're going to start with the tarot deck here, and I've pre-shuffled, I've cleansed the energy, and we are now going to get our first reading here with 5 cards. I'm going to lay out 5 cards. We'll talk about them in general, and then I will start clarifying how come all these naked women are coming up today. I've got to cover it up. No, I can't cover it up with that. Let me cover it up with this for now, so that YouTube doesn't get mad at me and start censoring me. Okay. Yeah, this is the same card that came up in my last reading. They got a couple of naked people that I had to deal with. Okay. So we have the Star and the High Priestess. Wow, 2 cards already from the Major Arcana. The Major Arcana, these are your major energy influences. They last longer than just what I will be talking about as the last week or so of May. They're going to stay with you longer than that. And then we have the Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, you have the 6 and the 7. Okay, that's interesting. And you've got the King of Pentacles. Ooh. Well, you know what, Aries? It just so happens that there was a transition of a powerful planet here, Jupiter. Jupiter just moved into your 2nd house on May 17th. So a few days ago, Jupiter entered, and it's going to be there for a year. So its effects are a little slow to get started, but once they start, you're going to be working on this 2nd house for quite a while. And your 2nd house it focuses on your money, your resources, your income, material, anything material, your career, your work ethic, your priorities, and your self-worth. So since Jupiter is a planet of expansion and growth and generosity, then that explains to me why you've got these pentacles here, because the pentacles are earth energy. And earth energy is about material resources, your security, your work, your environment, making sure that things are in order, that you're taking care of business, setting goals, and being very practical about it. And so you have the 6 and the 7 and the King of Pentacles. I'll talk about those individually. Pentacles, again, are your work. Now, something else, though. You had a new moon, and also in your 2nd house on May 19th. And that was a time when you set goals. At the next new moon, you're going to also want to set goals, especially since this energy, the Jupiter energy in your 2nd house, will still be with you. You'll want to set goals and intentions on the next new moon. Now, also, what was the, the big eclipse in Scorpio, which is your 8th house of what? Shared finances, inheritances. So we've got money again, your inner depths, mysteries, things that you want to reflect on. That occurred 2 weeks ago, about 2.5 weeks. And the thing about eclipses this was a full moon eclipse. Full moons are when you reflect over the last month or so, see what you worked for you, what didn't work for you, what you want to tweak. But a full moon eclipse wants more than that from you. It's not going to wait until you offer it. It forces you. It forces you to change and to let go And it wants you to let go so that new energies can enter and start working with you, so you can become empowered in this area, and in shared finances, inheritance, inner depths, change. And that's a very deep change within you. So that's going to be interesting. Okay, and that energy is going to be with you for 6 months, at around 2 to 6 months, about that. So you could feel very much out of your comfort zone and may not feel comfortable for quite a while until you get used to this quote new Aries that is going to be emerging during this transformation. Okay. Well, let's go back to the cards. I might mention something else with astrology if it comes up as we're talking. Okay, so, well, darn it, I undressed her. Let me cover her back up. Okay, let's start here. This Six of Pentacles is in your house, in your area of current energy. Now, like I said, Pentacles are about material resources and your material wealth. And as you can see, this character in this card is wealthy, well-to-do. You can see his estate behind him, but see also how he's carrying those scales. He has those scales in his hand, and they are balanced, aren't they? Well, this man realizes that it's not all about money. He's not going to get stingy or greedy. The world is much more than much more. It's about much more than just money. It's about love and family and acceptance and belonging. It's about many things that motivate us. So he's being sure to share the wealth with those who are less fortunate. That's your current energy. You feel secure. You've accomplished, you've achieved, and you feel secure enough that you want to help out those who do need help. Now let's move to what the Spirit wants you to focus on. This area of focus here, they want you to focus on your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. That's what the star is about, because the energy here says this is what you are going to be manifesting. But that's not going to happen if you don't focus on it, because wherever we give our attention, where we think about the most, whatever is occupying our thoughts, that's what we manifest. That's what we manifest. That's what we bring to bear in our reality. So you're going about your business, you're taking care of business here in this area of current energy. And Spirit is saying, I think what they're saying to you is, look at your goals again. Your goals, and which house was that in? That was in your, the goals are all about work and finances, aren't they? They want you to raise your hopes. They want you to level up maybe, or move to a higher frequency. They want you to grow to a higher frequency to be able to accept, just a minute. Yes, to be able to accept what you deserve, what's going to be offered to you, because you have been so good about taking care of your business. And then you're going to be surprised. This is your area of unexpected events or people or messages. You're going to be surprised with your ability to connect spiritually. And that is going to help you. You're going to get surprising messages from spirits or your God or the universe, however you see your spiritual connection. You're going to get a message that surprises you, that I think when you reflect on it, this is actually the area of spiritual messages, but this tells me it's going to come to you in a surprising way, or more than one. But when you stop and you reevaluate what's going on in your area of career and work and finances and material security, when you look at that, you're going to say, okay, you done good. However, what do I want to change? Yes, I'm happy with the progress, but I think I need to set my goals, my dreams a little higher. And I know that y'all know, Aries, that we don't. Rarely do people set their goals and dream for something that they're really capable of getting. We all have our self-doubts, and we fall prey to those. And This reading is telling you, do not fall prey to your doubts. Yeah, keep your confidence up. Let's move here, because here's your outcome. This is your possible outcome. The King of Pentacles. Kings are about mastery. Queens and kings are both about mastery. Queens use their mastery of their element, and this element is earth element. Yeah, interesting. You've got 3 earth elements there. Queens use their mastery of their element to make sure that their domicile is running smoothly and that they're taking care of everybody in the castle and the people that work with them, for them, their loved ones, their friends, whoever enters the doors of their castle. I guess you call castle doors doors. Maybe they're called something else, the grand entrance. Whoever passes through into their walls, the queens want to make sure they're taken care of. The king, on the other hand, is more ambitious. The king has a kingdom he's got to worry about. And he's got to make sure that he takes all the talents, all the control that he's mastered over the years of being able to manage his resources, to make sure that it's for the good of all in his kingdom. People that he may have never met personally, but he wants to be able to protect and take care of a larger domain. His domain is the kingdom. The queen's domain, I don't have a queen here, I just naturally point to the high priestess. His domain is the kingdom. Hers is more within the castle walls and within herself too. But this king, Spirit wants you to raise your hopes and dreams, set new goals, reevaluate what you are. Look at yourself as someone who's successful, but someone who can benefit the world and their own kingdom in a much more powerful way than they currently are. Okay, let's get some clarification now. Let's get a little more, maybe a little more specific about how you're going to be doing that, Aries. Aries, you're ruled by Mars. You are a go-getter. You go after it. You take care of business, too. And as a matter of fact, where did Mars go? Mars just entered Gemini. Okay. Yeah, you get along with Gemini okay. Gemini brings sparkle to our lives. Gemini loves to socialize. They love to talk and chat. They love parties. And your Mars, your ruler, and the Sun both entered Gemini. Yesterday, the day before that, a few days ago. And so I think it entered your 3rd house. Gemini is your 3rd house. And as a matter of fact, for Aries, it's not just those of you with Sun in Aries, but your rising. If your rising sign is Aries, the houses are the same as if your Sun is in Aries, or if we were to read houses based on the Sun's placement. So in that 3rd house, which is where Sun and Mars are now, you've got communication, thinking, some social interaction. I think you might be you are branching out. Yeah, because Jupiter is in that house of career and work, and you're going to be networking more or communicating more, maybe in meetings, maybe leading meetings. Somehow your communication is going to help you, and your social interactions, that's going to help you empower yourself when you reset your goals, maybe get a little more ambitious and become this master. Okay, enough droning on here. Let's move on to, clarification card. Darn it, 3 came out. Let's take them. And we have the Tower. But these were your first 2. The Tower goes down here. Oh, the Sun. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. No, you know what? The Tower landed up here. It wants to be first. We're going to leave it first. And then we had the Sun. Oh, and we have the 2 of Cups. Yay. Yes, life is not all about work and money and income and stability. Life is about love, too. And some love's going to hit you. Okay, remember I talked about the full moon eclipse? And that full moon eclipse happened in your house of spiritual growth. And no, it didn't. It happened in your 8th house of shared finances and inner depths and mysteries. Okay, this represents that full moon eclipse. It shook you up some. You're out of your comfort zone. And you see how at the full moon, whether you like it or not, you're going to be changing. See, this Tower, when it was destroyed, it forced people to move out of their comfort zone. Off they go. And now you're going to be rebuilding, okay? So that's why we have this general energy. You're going to work. Aries, you are known for starting and being a go-getter. You're a cardinal sign. You're great with initiative. And this is, the Spirit is telling you, you're going to follow through. You are going to follow through. You're going to keep working. Even if inspiration leaves you, you are going to keep working, because the Sun, the happiest card of all, is right here waiting for you. See that little baby? New beginnings. You're getting toward the end of a cycle. You see those sunflowers? You've got the red scarf there is for passion. You have this white horse and the baby for innocence and purity, and starting a new cycle. So you're going to help move yourself through this full moon eclipse energy as you grow, and some parts of you are changed in big ways. You're going to be moving through that toward this. And you know what's going to help you? Because this is also energy you've got. You either have, now twos are about making a decision, about choosing. So you are either going to be presented with a new love, and someone who is like a soulmate, someone who brings out the best in you and you bring out the best in them. So it could be that that's what this is. It could also be a merging of the two sides of you. It could be that you, through the energy up here, you're going to be offering yourself a more empowered you, a more confident you that helps you. And because of this energy here, you will have the confidence to raise your dreams and your self-expectations and not be afraid of failure and shoot for something a little higher. I don't know what this is for sure yet. We'll look at some other clarification cards, okay? So this could either be about a soulmate coming into your life, or maybe recently. Maybe they're already there, because this is your current energy. It could be, well, let's clarify more. Let's see. Okay. We're going to do a real quick transition here, like you see in those old movies when people come out of a swimming pool and they immediately wrap a towel around themselves to stay modest. That's what we're going to do here. Remove this, cover her up now, real quick with this. Okay. So, oh, the Hermit. Interesting. Okay. The Hermit is about seeking your inner light. Now, notice they have a lantern here. Once you achieve that wisdom, and to do this, you're going to have to set some boundaries. You're going to have to be like this king, which is your outcome. And supposedly for the end of May, but I don't know. With the Tower here and the Sun here and the High Priestess, I think this could take longer, because these are very powerful energies right here that last a long time. And the Hermit is also major arcana. But you're going to be, though this is your area of focus. Okay, I'm getting scattered here, getting tired. Your area, this is where Spirit wants you to focus. They want you to focus on that, on setting higher goals. Believe that you can achieve your dreams. Believe it. And this is going to help you believe it. If you start, remember that the full moon happened in your house of inner depths and mysteries and shared finances. Well, that's because that's the reason you're having to do this. You're going to have set your boundaries, get some alone time, some me time. You're going to have to go off, turn off those electronics, and go into a little mini retreat. And you're going to have to look into yourself. You need to think back to when you were young. What did you dream of? If you are full of self-doubts, where does that come from? Why can't I get that card to stay still? Driving me crazy. Where did you drop those dreams along the way? That Spirit's saying, don't drop them. We're not going to go for the dropped dreams. We are going to renew your excitement. You're going to get that energy back, and you're going to stay up here with your eye on the prize. You're going to accept the spiritual help that's going to surprise you with how much it helps, because you may not fully believe that right now. You may think everything's on your shoulders. No, it's not. You've got Spirit helping you. The universe is on your side. Oh boy, is it. Because here's Temperance. Now, Aries, what people love about you is that you're very courageous. You're a leader. You're also very adventurous. You embrace adventure, and you will take off on an adventure, sometimes without enough planning. Um, Temperance is here to tell you, let's curb that, all of that passion that you have. Let's curb that adventurousness, and let's be moderate. Let's temper all of the extremes, and let's be more moderate. Do you see how she's keeping one foot on earth and one in water to keep things in balance? Do you see that halo around her head? It's the sun. This is how you're going to get to the sun, to that halo. You're going to get it by solid work, using what you learn from spiritual messages, and it's going to take all that energy you've got, it's going to channel it. It's going to channel it so that you can go right down that path and achieve that golden crown back there, the crown of this King of Pentacles. Okay, that was interesting. Notice too the sunflowers, or the golden flowers, and the abundance. This is all telling you, and this is again major arcana. You now have 5 major arcanas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Five of your cards out of 11, almost half of your cards are in the major arcana, and less than a third of the cards, or no, a little over a fourth of the cards. So you've almost got twice as many major arcana cards as you would have by chance in a reading like this. So this is some major energy that's going to stick around for a while. I think you've got some major work to do with that full moon eclipse that happened. Okay, let's get one more clarification. One more. Leaving something behind. Swords. Is this the only sword you have? Yes, it is. Swords are about truth. Now, I want you to look at the figures here. You have an older female and you have a child. And then you've got the male that's, and I don't know whether you're the older figure or the younger figure, but they left something behind. They made a choice. And maybe this is leaving the old you behind and your old way of thinking. Notice that this is turbulent waters. And this figure is accepting the help of this, what do you call someone who runs a ferry? A farrier? Well, she's accepting the help of this gentleman to move her toward the calmer waters. So, and this is in your place of focus. So, and also notice that she's got the 6 swords in front of her. Swords represent truth and clarity. They represent your character, your principles. So it tells me that you're going to focus now on your character, what you used to believe you could become, and you're going to reflect on that a lot. What made you change that? What made you lose that? And how are you going to get it back? What are some steps you can take now to get that back? But it's going to be with help, and it's going to be by listening to Spirit. Okay, interesting. Let me cut, and let's do clarification for the High Priestess. Spirit, why do we have the High Priestess, who takes takes things from the spiritual realm to help Leo manifest on earth? Why? How is she going to surprise Leo? What's going to happen here? Please clarify. Oh, 7 of Wands. Okay, 7 of Wands. I always think that 7 of Wands goes with this, because 7 of Wands, this character is defending their territory. Now, the Wands are about energy and inspiration, and I think that after you do this reflection, and after you empower yourself and decide you're going to go for the gold, I think that you're going to have to defend that position to some people that it may threaten them a little bit, or someone may say, oh, but what you're doing right now it's working for us, or it's working for you. Do you really want to take off and even shoot for this or that when this may make you perfectly comfortable? See, this six of Pentacles guy is perfectly comfortable, but something is telling you that you can have more than the 6 of Pentacles. You can have this. I notice too, you have the golden sun back here. The golden sun is waiting for you in your current energy, and you've got the golden sun in your possible outcome. Okay, so you're going to have to defend something, and when you took this action, when you do take this action, this focus, when you focus on what's ahead of you rather than staying stuck in whatever was behind you, and you accept this clarity, this truth, you're going to be ready to defend your principles. You're going to this is commitment. You are going to commit to your new path because you turned around and you faced all the people that were behind you here, and they're holding up those wands just like you're holding yours, and you're looking at them and saying, I believe in this. I believe it's going to work, and you're going to defend it, and you're going to keep on going. Let's get another clarification card here. Two of Swords, because you've got that choice to make. This choice, and oh, by the way, these are going to surprise you. You're going to surprise yourself, and you're going to be surprised here with this choice, because you're going to keep going back and forth and back and forth, and you're going to say, oh, but if this is working so well, do I really need to change? And Spirit's going, you're going to surprise yourself, because Spirit is going to empower you, help you empower yourself, and force you to look at things, some aspects of yourself a little differently, to let some things go, and also to stop letting negative emotions drag you down. This figure in this particular card, look at what's behind her. Now the moon is mysteries, so but that means that she can't see clearly. She can't see clearly because the sword of anger and the sword of fear she's holding them close, sort of to guard her comfort zone. I'm afraid of moving out of this, and don't try to make me. I'll resent it. If anyone tries to make me move out of my comfort zone, out of my comfortable little estate, I'm nice. I share with people. Why do I have to move? And that negative emotion is keeping her from seeing clearly. But Spirit's going to surprise you with messages. If you try to stay in your old habits of thinking, your old goals, what you were satisfied with before, your comfort zone, if you try to stay there, Spirit's going to keep telling you, no, you are blindfolding yourself. Look what's behind you. Look what's ahead of you. Look what if you would just look at it and believe in yourself, you could make the choice that removes the negative emotions that are clouding your thinking, which it always does, and you could start moving. You could accept Spirit's help, and you could start moving toward these dreams that you've put aside. And one last clarification card here. Oh, I've been getting the Knight of Swords a lot in the different readings. I think the last 4 readings may have had the Knight of Swords. Some people find him problematic. I don't. I love the Knight of Swords, Aries. And yes, it says he's Gemini up there. I put my little reminder. He's Gemini. However, the swords, well, he's an air sign. That's why. Swords are air, so that's why it's there. But see the red? That reminds me of fire, so I think he's got a little bit of fire in him. The great thing about the Knight of Swords is he loves adventure. You know, knights go out on quests and come back with a little more experience, a little more knowledge. And then he wants to share that with people and sort of guide them toward things. And do you see how he's pushing against the wind right here? It may, the weather not be with him, fortune may not be with him, but he wants to try. In other words, he's not going to give up on dreams. This guy is ready to charge forth. And you know, Aries, Mars, your ruler, loves that. He loves to charge forth. He's adventurous. So this tells me that you are going to listen to Spirit. When you get these messages from Spirit telling you, let's renew some confidence here, let's take a stand against the naysayers, or the ones that just want you to stay comfortable and keep themselves comfortable the way things are. Let's take a stand against this. Let's see things clearly and make a choice. And you're going to make the right choice. Okay? That was helpful. I'm glad we clarified that one. Now let's go to the Seven of Pentacles. I think I know what that's about. It's about, yes, you're happy here, but now let's do a little more. Did that feel good? Did it feel right? Should we continue? That's what he's thinking. Was 6 enough for me? Or does 7 give me a taste of what I can do? And that's what's happening here with you. Aries, you're stopping. You're stopping. You're going to stop. And this is a message, Spirit message is going to make you do that. It's going to make you stop and pause, because it's going to keep reminding you that you've got some strength in you. You're ready to commit to something different. And you can make the choice to abandon what is not working. And you've got the power to reflect and learn about yourself. And especially if you employ moderation, which may not be your strong point, but you're going to do it. And accept the fact that change is going to happen whether you like it or not. And that's going to allow you to let go of the old that's holding you back and embrace the new. So, but I want to find out specifically what does Spirit mean by this, and what might change? How how that might affect you? Yes, in surprising ways, because here's the closest to Spirit that you've got that you can have is with the High Priestess. But what's going to happen here? Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. My gosh, when you look at all these major arcana, you now have 6 major arcana cards. This is going to be with you a long time. Okay, so yes, you've been happy enough with the status quo. Things have been okay. The Wheel of Fortune, though, is saying things are going to get better, because this card usually means things are going to get better for you. You're going to have a turn of fortune, and I think, actually, I would have been happier if this card was over here, because it would fit surprises, like maybe things are going to get better, and that's going to surprise you in ways you never thought possible. But it's here in your spiritual messages, and maybe Spirit's telling you things are going to get better. You need to have the faith. The star is about faith. Faith in yourself, faith in Spirit, and what's out there for you. Oh, it's going to, and you're going to get several messages, and they're going to come quickly. They're going to come quickly. That's the 8 of Wands is about speed, and the Wands represent energy and inspiration. So you're going to get continuing inspiration. It's going to happen fast. The Wands are also very good at planning. Temperance will like that part. The Temperance is glad that the 8 of Wands are here to help her temper your extremism sometimes. And fine, oh my gosh, another one. And people, I really shuffled these. I don't understand why you would get so many. Well, my other readings, I didn't get this many this time around. So now you're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who was that? Oh, Wheel of Fortune, of course. 6, 7. You've got 7 major arcana cards and 12, 16, 17. Amazing. Okay. Spirit message. I think they're giving you one already. Gabriel's blowing his horn. Do you see how the people are rising from their graves, from their coffins, to follow his call? This is the 20th card in the major arcana, and there's only one more, which is the World. Gabriel is saying you're at the end of an old cycle, and he's waking you up to start a new cycle. And that's right here, because the Wheel of Fortune is also about completing cycles and moving toward another, moving into your next cycle of growth and abundance. So, and major energy is going to be with you for a while, and I'm thinking it's going to be with you for months, a year, maybe longer. I don't know. It would depend on how your reading comes out next. But there's going to be some changes in your life. Gabriel's saying, come on, follow me, let's get it done. Accept this rebirth. You are at a closure point, and you are ready now to move on. Jupiter just moved into your second house of money and resources. So I think that's where Spirit wants you to focus over here and be temperate. Temper your enthusiasm. Reflect on what you're capable of. Believe in yourself. Have that faith. That's where you need to focus right here. Have that faith. Leave the old behind. Take your stand. And let's see now what's your final outcome. King of Pentacles. He rules with wisdom, and he makes sure that he protects and guards and shares with his kingdom all those material resources that keep people able to function day to day. Well, the clarification here is that maybe you're seeing yourself as someone who's just barely moved beyond the apprentice stage, even though over here the current energy shows that you have moved beyond that. And the spiritual message is you need to move even further. You're looking at where you have been, where you are now, what you've accomplished, and Spirit's saying, look what you just keep moving this way, and you've got this waiting for you. So that's a clarification here, because the Three of Pentacles is an apprentice. Here are his first clients. They're saying, look, see these plans. Can you do this for us? And see how he took a step up? He leveled up. And he's saying, yes, I sure can. And by the way, I said he, but it could be you as well. These are not gender specific. Let's get another card, Very interesting. Oh, yay, 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, completion. Completion. And this is total fulfillment and total happiness in the area of your home and family. All of those things, those material resources, you put those toward the fulfillment of the ideal for this. So that clarifies a lot. This king is not just all about money. He is about love. Why does he do this? Because he wants to make sure that he can protect and keep safe and provide for those in his kingdom, and especially here with the family. Let's do one more. I love this. Oh, the Queen of Wands. Okay, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is beautiful. She's charming, can be flirtatious, and that's because she's so vivacious. The Queen of Wands is so vivacious. She's the mastery of fire. So she inspires, and she plans and designs things within her castle walls for the benefit of her immediate environment. Now, that could be your immediate work environment. Like we said, it could be that you're going to become responsible for a department or a particular group that's working on a project, or if if you see your area as maintaining your home and making sure that it runs smoothly, you're going to put energy and your inspiration toward that. But she also plans. She plans. So planning is going to help with the Knight of Swords. She knows this guy, he's going to need her whenever he gets carried away. So that's where you are at, Aries. Very good. And let's look. I've shuffled these cards as well. Now, I've noticed there's lots of nudity. Well, I'm old, so, I have different standards for lots of than other people do. I tend to be a little bit conservative about that. But if they don't come up naked as a jaybird, I'm going to put them up here in my brand new little card holder. I'm dying to use it. I couldn't use it in the last reading. I just got it today. I couldn't use it in the last reading because the first card that came up, there she was, half naked. Right now, we've got generosity. Well, of course, Jupiter. That's what the generosity is about. However, what this here is about Saturn in Leo. Leo's another fire sign. What this means is that you've got to be careful with your generosity. You see how this is your current energy, and he's sharing with those less fortunate. He's saying don't overdo it. Sweep your own doorstep before you sweep the street. Make sure you take care of you and your loved ones before you give away too much. Okay? Give what you can, share what you can, but Saturn tempers that. Temperance. Saturn is the very serious ruler of Capricorn, and Capricorn is about responsibility and work and taking care of business. So this is telling you don't be too generous. Okay, what else do we have here? We have, by the way, I don't do reversals. We have indecision. So this is telling you here that, where does that relate here? Are they telling us that they don't want you to be indecisive when you look back at what you've done and if you need to tweak and refine? Are they telling you that it's a good thing that you're not going to be okay, that's what it is. It connects with this column where you need to focus. Yes, you've got to connect here. Because these swords have helped you see or will help you see. That means that you're going to see and have truth revealed to you, or you're going to see something after this reflection when you look at things again, and discover more about yourself and your own abilities, your own maybe lack of confidence that needs to change, or maybe you're overconfident. You're going to see things more clearly so that you can make good decisions. Okay? You won't be indecisive based on what you cannot see, what's not there for you. Okay, let's do one more oracle card here. And we have, well, of course, oh good, he's covered. Okay, I can put him up here. He's sort of modest. I'm not going to call him modest, but he sort of is. And what we have here is harmony. You know what? The sixes are about harmony. I think, just a minute here. Yes, you are in harmony, and I think the Oracle is telling you that you will be able to regain any temporary, not so harmonious conditions, and you will be able to bring them to bear again. You don't need to worry about moving out of your comfort zone. You're still, because of your nature, Aries, because you are honest and you're going to regain your confidence and you're optimistic, you're going to be able to make sure that harmony reigns in your kingdom. Okay? Well, that's what I have for you today. I feel like I've gone over a good length. I hope you didn't get bored, and I also hope that this connected with you. I've just started my channel. It's different from personal reading face-to-face. That's my comfort zone. Reading for the collective, so far I've been pleasantly surprised. I'm right here very much in my own readings, I think, if I were to pull one for this new channel that I've started. But it's working. I'm still getting there, I think. However, I'm still able to feel things that I think Spirit's trying to tell you that will help you, that you need to hear. And I hope you have connected. And if it's been helpful, I hope that you'll return for future readings. And remember, if you have a different ascendant, or your Venus or Moon are placed in other signs, I will, once I get all of my readings up, I will put links to them below so that you can listen to those as well. Okay? Thank you so much for coming to this reading. I enjoyed it. Bye-bye.